Alright, so what's up guys? Welcome back to the shift. Today we're in a 981 Porsche Cayman. A couple things with the car, a couple updates over the 987. Continues being a mid-engine layout flat 6, two-door rear-wheel drive sports car. But you know, a couple updates. So basically the interior, the exterior, front and rear fascias. It's a basic redesign of the entire thing. Pretty much the only thing that hasn't really changed is the speedometer, which is that Porsche 3 dial layout with the tack in the middle. But what makes, let's say, what makes the Cayman stand out over the Boxster, or let's say it's competition? So the car base is roughly 54,000, 55,000. Add a couple options on there, you're looking easy mid-60s, so let's say 70, low 70s. For the this is the S. This is not the S, so it's the base Cayman. So it has the 2.7 with the 275 horsepower. It has 213 foot-pounds of torque. It does 0 to 60 in like 5.4 seconds. It weighs 2,900 pounds, give or take, with the PDK. Yo, it's a fun car. It's a fun car. You have to rev it out. Max power figures come out at around 7,400 RPM. The PDK obviously is really fast. It's so much better than any other double clutch that I've tried out. Whether it be the RS3's S-Tronic double clutch DSG, whether it's like a Volkswagen DSG, it's just really good. Like, there's no BMW. It kills BMW out of the water with their DCT system. And you know what? Actually, I like shifting more so with the actual shifter than the paddles. The paddles in this Cayman don't feel as solid as, let's say, the Macan that we reviewed. But again, the shifter, there's an issue that I wouldn't say it's an issue, but it's something that I noticed, that in a Porsche, you shift up, you push forward, and then to shift down, you pull towards you. So pretty much, it's kind of the opposite of what it should be, but it works still, because you have, obviously, with the new redesign interior and stuff like that, you have that Panamera 991 center console, so everything's really in hands reach. So to shift up, it's like it's right there. Shift down, it's right there too. Steering wheel is very nice. It's not the updated 918 style wheel that was in the Macan, but it's still good. It's still good. Let's give a couple comparisons over, you know, the Boxster and the Cayman. Besides the roof, every Cayman model throughout the lineup compared to its Boxster counterpart has 10 horsepower more. The Cayman is 40% stiffer than the Boxster roof. So with the roof also allows it to run a little stiffer springs and dampers, whereas the Boxster has you know, a stiffer chassis but softer springs, if that makes any sense. That's what I read online in the research that I made. It does make sense. But other than that, you know, again, like I said, it's 275 horsepower and 213 foot-pounds of torque. It's not a lot of power, and it's obviously not a lot of torque at all. So you do have to rev it out, which is fun. And honestly, I've been riding with traction control off all day, and I figured it was kind of going to be an issue. But not at all. Like, these things. Okay, so the car has 235 30 20s up front and 265 30 20s out back on some Goodyear Eagle Sport tires. and really I feel like it's too much grip for the power. I didn't get any squirrely action or anything. The infotainment system isn't the new system, so it doesn't have Apple CarPlay, but it's similar to the one in the Macan, so it has like that black and yellow layout. Everything is very easy to use, very intuitive. The buttons feel nice. Everything feels quality in here. I love the cabin, actually. It's funny because you can see the haunches of the front fenders over the windscreen. There's pretty good visibility, honestly, for the car that it is. The seats, these aren't sports seats. These are basically, I feel like they're in the Carrera too, like they're regular Carrera seats or Boxster seats, if you will. And they're very nice. They hold me in place. They actually have shoulder support, which the sports seats is, if you're a Porsche, if you know about Porsches, you know, like they have a little extra oomph for the shoulder support. And this doesn't have, but I feel it, so it's good. Brakes. They're 4-piston front and rear calipers. They're 12.4 up front and 11.8 out back inches in diameter. So stopping power is very good. Being a mid-engine layout car, as you can see in some of the shots, it was very easy to like place the car where you wanted. The steering is very precise. It's a pretty short rack. It is electronically power assisted. What can you do? Such as life. It is the future. It's gonna happen. Can't really be complaining about it anymore, as I have in other videos. But yeah, it's really a great car to drive around in, even with the 20-inch wheels. I've been driving around here in downtown for a little bit. We're stuck in traffic now, so I'm going down a little rant. But I feel like it's pretty cohesive, so let's keep it going. Sound system's very good. It's Bose, so that's what it's gonna be. It's really good. Bose, we all know it's good. Interior quality again is Porsche. I mean, what are you expecting? What I don't like, first world problem, but again, I'm buying a Porsche, so if I have a Porsche, I'm most likely gonna have a smartphone, so there's no place for me to put a smartphone. It's kind of an issue. You know those mini phones that they used to have, mini flip phones back in the early 2000s? You can fit one of those in the little cubby bin here, but yeah, other than that, not so much. Storage, there's not much, really, honestly. There is the front trunk, and the rear storage, rear trunk, which are pretty ample for being a sports car. And one thing I wanted to get to, the Cayman sounds really good. This is the first, I want to say real Porsche that I've driven other than the Macan. I've never driven any other Porsche other than the Macan before this. And this is the first one with the flat six. And I've grown up around Carreras and stuff like that, and friends with Porsches, and that sound is so good. And when you're in control of that sound, then you can, you know, you're the maestro in the orchestra. Given the orders, it's another feeling. Like I said, steering, you know, the rack is short. It's very precise. What I do like about this PDK, coming back to the PDK, sorry if I'm jumping around. Coming back to the PDK, what I do like is that it feels very solid. You put it in reverse, boom, reverse. You put it in drive, feels like an automatic, basically. Like, it feels like an automatic. Okay, let's see here. See, the position of the shifter is, I want to say, so adequate in terms of bringing that feel of a race car. I know the paddles do it for a lot of people, but the shifter being right here, there's something about just like pulling gears and then, you know, downshifting, coming in like you know, like right here at my fingertips feels like a rally car almost. And being so well balanced, you know, you come in with a little bit of brake. I try to get to see if the rear would come out, but there's just really not enough power, and there's a lot of grip for the car, so it just like it just goes. It really just goes. The car is really good. Good excuse for us to do a little GP run, so I can tell you more or less in action how the car behaves around some bends. So let's go. Super flat. Look, this minor making distance. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys want to watch another video of ours. Hopefully you can leave a comment with some feedback, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, hopefully there's a lot of hopes and dreams right here, so hopefully you guys watch our next video. Please subscribe. Cheers.